Okay guys, we'll start this episode over in a creative world, showing off one of the farms I'd like to build in the survival. This is just kind of a small little automated sugarcane farm. I plan to make it a little bit bigger than the survival, probably about 13 long for right now, because that's about how many observers I can make. We can make it a little bit longer in the future, but just like to explain this real quick. So there you can see the water next to the dirt and the sugarcane, no big deals there. But the observers are placed at the top level, which power these top level of yellow blocks here. Now what that does is it bud powers these pistons, so upon an update, they fire. And that block up above also powers this redstone line, and that way the pistons fire and break off the sugarcane. And then it is all contained in just a little chamber there, so that way this hopper minecart on the bottom can come by and just pick up the sugarcane. Here we have a comparator checking to see if there's items coming into the hopper, and then it just inverts it and then powers this rail. So that way if nothing's coming into the hopper, then the minecart's allowed to just keep on going. And this chest here is supposed to signify our output, whether we put it into a storage room or not. But yeah, this is going to be the farm that we're going to build in survival today. And if I do any more, I'll build it again in this creative world here and kind of explain it to you guys and how it works. We're using this to prep for the Ender Dragon fight, and we're using it primarily to get the paper for the bookcases because it's a lot of AFK in order to get that paper from the sugarcane farms on the side. And I feel like this will make it a little bit faster than if we do the other. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, we might want to build this in spawn chunks. So that's what we're going to do here today. I'm going to jump over to the survival world and I'm going to see you guys there. Okay guys, I'm over at the ridiculous strip mine and just gathering some resources to start building this farm. Got plenty of gold, got plenty of iron smelting up here. I'll go ahead and get some wood, and we also do need a couple phantom membranes. You can fight phantoms without a bow. Here we go. We need about 3 phantom membranes in order to fight the Ender Dragon, and those are for slow fall potions, which we're going to increase the duration on, and that'll give us enough time to defeat the Ender Dragon. Okay. I also have some sugarcane hiding over here on the other side of this hill. I have like 3 or 4 different farms. It looks like there's only 2 here. I have like 3 or 4 different farms just hiding around the overworld I'm going to be collecting from. That's a nice jump scare. It actually got me. I'm not gonna lie. Got me good. Oh well, we need the dirt anyway. Really need a phantom too. Let's go murder the forest. We want wood for a combination of things. First of all, I need to make a few more pistons. We have 35. I'd like to aim for a stack. Similarly with the observers, however, we're limited by our nether quartz. But those require cobblestone. Another reason why I came out to the strip mine, it's like 5,000 blocks long, so I have a couple stacks of cobblestone chilling here. But we also need a couple double chests in order to store all of the sugarcane we're going to be getting, just by AFK and chilling there. Unfortunately we don't have shulkers, so we can't store them in shulkers yet, but that will be an upgrade I'd look at making in the future. Okay, let's make the rest of these pistons. Grab some iron. Oh, we don't have enough redstone. Let's see if this works like NEI or not. Ooh, better than NEI. Expect no less. Mojang. Make a full stack right now. I want a full stack though, I just want enough to finish this stack. Okay. And make the observers. Boom. Almost there. More cobblestone it looks like, and more redstone. one more. Boom, so we're making it 52 blocks long, so we're gonna need a few more powered rails. Seems like, let's dump this in here. Yeah, so much iron. 24 rails. We're getting there. Probably make 40 or so and call it there. Alright, we had these blocks of gold. And we're gonna want this leather here. And we might want these gold boots too, honestly. Might as well make it full powered rails. Now we can. Need a little bit more dirt, need more sugar cane. I got that hiding at another base. I think we're almost ready to go. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. It's not gonna be aesthetically pleasing as always, but you can replace it with better blocks in the future. I'm not too worried about it. Just a reminder, this is the Hogland farm. If you're curious where we're at, this is where we can get like stacks and stacks of cooked pork chop for just some AFK time. It's pretty overpowered, if I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, let's head back on over to spawn chunks. This portal will take us back to our kind of like little starting base area. And this portal should take us to about 0, 0, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to try this one, see where it takes us. And then go to spawn chunks from there. We are going to need to stop by a sugarcane farm though. If I'm not mistaken, this should be about where our I'm blanking, our Piglin Bastion portal comes out. And not too far from there is where I'm storing all of our sugarcane. I don't know where spawn is in reference to our Piglin base, but we gotta stop for the sugarcane anyway. Okay, our base is just over here. It's a little bit of a ways, but it isn't too bad. I'll go there and then we can retrace our steps back to spawn. Okay, take the bed and retrace our steps back to spawn. Which should be just on over this way. Okay, here it is. This is world spawn. It's nice. I forgot that we had a swamp over here. I was looking to build a slime farm. So I can make some piston elevators or whatnot. And it looks like there's plenty of sugarcane in the area, but we should have enough to fill things out. Let's just clear an area, some grass, and get to work on building this farm. Okay, here we go. Trying to think how we want to start this. Start with our output chest, and everything else is going to be in the air just a little bit, but you guys don't mind too much. Remember, we need to save one hopper for input. Okay, so this is where our input will be, and then we build across. We need a rail. Powered. That. Okay, so here's the general idea of what we'll be building and continuing down a little ways. Whoops. That cobblestone block out of there. I just need to replicate this a few times. Build up some walls. Place in some water. And then we can place our sugar cane. And that is functional, I believe. Yep. All it is. And I want to keep building. Wait a minute. I'm happy I noticed this mistake before we got too far. Once the sugarcane grows, whoops, it breaks the plant, which shouldn't be. I believe this needs to be up a block. Moving this up a block will be the easiest, as opposed to moving this down a block. Yay, progress! Well, I've unintentionally built exactly half of it. And I think we're going to leave it here and we're AFK overnight. It's getting kind of late. So I'm going to finish this tomorrow. And as for what we're going to do here, we need to make 2 hoppers and we're going to make a hopper clock. Well, we can't make a hopper clock because we don't have comparators. Okay, so I'm a little concerned because we still haven't seen any sugarcane, and this is exactly half the farm done. I did not do that intentionally. And I just had a little delay here. It pulses once while the minecart's away, and then it pulses once again with the minecart's away, well, and back just a little bit. And this is just to send the minecart off every once in a while. It could be every 5 minutes, but this is the best I could do with our limited resources right now. And so this is what we're going to go with. Just this cheap, easy delay. Minecart stops a little bit, and then it goes on. It just needs to stop a little bit so that we can unload. If it keeps on moving back and forth, remember, right, it doesn't unload anything. Though it could be that the hopper is also locked because of this torch here. But I think that's all we got. Yep, I'm AFK at this farm after a little while, after I make sure it works and we're actually getting sugarcane in here. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, well, this is scaled up just a little bit. I had about 26 or so extra sugarcane just chilling in there. So that way I knew when the sugarcane grew faster. And I also grabbed another 20 from just kind of around the area. So this is skewed probably up about 40 sugarcane, but this is about the rates after 13 hours or so. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. This is rates after 13 hours, and so probably about to here after we complete the other side too. But today is actually patch day. We're now on 20W17A. There's a few minor changes, nothing huge, and I think we could go over them from a survival perspective as opposed to the quite common creative perspective that a lot of YouTubers decided to go with. And so let me just read the patch notes here real quick, and we will figure out what to do with them and anything fun that we could do. Right off the bat, the very first thing I saw is in our video settings. Here we now have an entity distance scaling. I believe this just controls how far away entities are viewable. So like now we can see those horses over there. We gotta press F8, and if we turn this way down, maybe 50%, and we okay, so that's a little weird. So now we're at 500%. And you can see the bee and you can see the chicken. We drop it down to 50%. Now you can't see the bee and you can't see that chicken there that was there just a second ago. It's weird that it doesn't apply to like these horses and sheep. I would think it does, and you can see that chicken there. And there's an extra chicken, and now we can see that bee over there. I don't know, it's weird. Extra performance things, nice to see. Okay, let's move on to the second thing, which is now for the create world, we can change the game rules. And let me show you that real quick. So here with the create new world, you can have the game rules and disable raids, to the cramming threshold. Dude. Destructive mob action, spawning, drops, world updates. Random tick rate, chat, command chain limit. This is cool. It's really cool. Okay, so we can change our game rules from this menu now. The next thing they did was they improved the smithing table UI, and the smithing table has a new use, which is to upgrade the netherite tools. You put in your tool, you put in your netherite ingot, and then upgrade it to the tool, and it'll preserve enchants, which is really nice. Oh, what? I just learned something new. Cool. Okay, so walls now create posts under more things like pressure plates and banners. I don't really know what I should be looking for. Oh, I see. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Something I can tell already is they have optimized the block storage in chunks, and it's supposed to render, well, increase rendering, pathfinding, and world generation, and just kind of speed those things up. And I assume it's just changing the way that blocks are stored in the chunk. I can definitely feel a change just moving around this world. These ruined portals now spawn less frequently. They used to spawn pretty darn frequently. I haven't seen a ton of them in this world. I've only seen 2. But in a creative world, I was flying around for a little bit, and I saw like 3 or 4 really quickly. And so the generation of these ruined portals are supposed to be down, which is a nice touch. They did seem a little too common for being the remnants of an old age. I think these rates are good enough for now until maybe post Ender Dragon. Yeah, it got through all this in about 13 hours. Pretty good rates for me. No need to make it double the size and just get a ton of wheat. We don't have shulker boxes to store it anyway, so just gonna leave it here. We'll come back, we'll update it, we'll make it look nicer, and also probably add a shulker box storage system to it too at that point. But for now, we have plenty of paper to make our bookshelves. Sweet. So now we have easy access to a ton of books. We get the leather from our Hogland farm, and clearly we got a sugarcane from here. We got plenty of sugarcane to go around. I'm gonna chop down fruit trees, make some bookcases, and then I'll probably pop it over to the Hogland base, where we need to get some XP, but then we can start doing our level 30 enchants. What's a sheep and a chicken doing in our base? This portal must have linked somewhere to my other portals I just have lying around. I don't know which one it would link to though. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We got a lot of nether portal issues to sort out sometime in the future. We got our bookcases though. Let's make our Enchanting Corner. So boom, we have our first level 30 enchantment table in the world. Very nice. Efficiency 4 shovel. Stun, of course. Why not? Now we just need to get some XP. We need to find a nether fortress, so we're able to get blazes. And I think I'm going to be using that as an XP farm of sorts. There is a skeleton farm that we can make into an XP farm in the overworld. It takes, yeah, I mean, we need a blaze farm no matter what. So, yeah, we're going to be spending next episode searching for a nether fortress probably. I jumped the gun a little bit too much on the Ender Dragon. I would have loved to beat the Ender Dragon. But unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards with our technology. And I think that's all we really got time for today. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for checking out the new patch. Not much super interesting to the survival gameplay, but it's a good patch. It's a welcome change. I really like the performance changes already. I can definitely feel them. And hopefully I'll see you guys around for the next one, where we're going to be finding a nether fortress and exploring the nether a little bit more. Until then, take care, have an awesome day, and yeah, bye.